out. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah? So when Anna asked me to speak, I was a bit like, me? You want to hear my story? Okay. She finds me motivational, inspirational. So I just want to tell you guys about a little bit about depression and how you get through it. Okay. So initially, this is how I started. Okay. First of all, you got to bear with me because I'm a little bit nervous and a lot of fear. But everyone's got fear, right? Yeah. So fear, we know what fear means. Yeah. Yay? Yeah. Fear of events appearing real. So this is real, and this is it, okay? So, I am going to give you a bit of background about me. First of all, I want to think about what is your happiness? What defines your happiness? What does happiness mean to you guys? Money?
Peace.
Yes.
Security?
Peace.
What defines your happiness? Okay, for me it's health. If you haven't got your health, you haven't got your wealth, you haven't got well-being, okay? So for me, my life, 20 years ago, it was all about materialism. The big house, the big job, the car, the marriage, everything that people think that you should do, okay? Then one day, my brother committed suicide, and that made me think about what's really, really important, okay? In the same time, what was happening here, my brother committed suicide, my husband was sleeping with my best mate, had a baby, I was fighting 2 court cases, I ruptured my esophagus, I was in intensive care. I lost everything. I lost 2 houses, a car, and I had to recreate my life, find a new purpose. Wasn't easy, don't get me wrong. This has been a whole 10-year journey, and it's still going. So what I decided I wanted to be true to myself, okay? I gave everything up, and started from ground zero. And how did I do it? I found training, strength training. It made me happy. It released endorphins. It made me look young, not bad for 52, okay? I had to dig deep, guys. I'm still digging deep, okay? However, strength training gave me confidence. It made me empowered, makes me look good. I used to be a size 16. And with that, I delayed the aging process, okay? So that's also very, very good for you in your strength training. The main thing I've figured out is to do what you love, okay? What makes you happy. So I've actually created a business from nothing, but doing what makes me happy. I'm keeping it real, I'm keeping it authentic. Again, it's not easy, it really isn't. It's 14-hour days. But I love what I do. I wake up, I give back. It's been 7 years doing this. However, we've created an industry, me and my partner there, who's filming right now, H in the crowd. I've got a lot of people here, which is really nice, and it's kind of empowering for me to know that a lot of my clients are here, wishing me well, supporting me, empowering me. What I would say to you guys is don't feel fearful. When you feel down, when you feel depressed, don't be fearful. Fear's darkness. Step into the light. Yeah. Live your true purpose. Live your path. Give back. But fear. I feel fearful today because this is me telling you my story. But this is my biggest fear of public speaking, and I've done it, and you've journeyed with me. Okay. So thank you. I am actually going to ask you guys to take your phones out, and my assistant, Mini Me, is going to come round with something for you guys. I just want you to scan it in because I will be doing ebooks, and I will be giving out workouts, and I will be doing talks about depression, arthritis, menopause, But come on, it's menopause. No one wants to talk about it, right? So I will be talking about menopause that no one wants to talk about. The night sweats, the exercises that you can do for your menopause, for being angry, for feeling lack of confidence. You know, everybody feels not supported a lot of the time, but what I want to tell everybody is that exercise, strength training, it's so good for you, yeah? Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, you can still use your body weight. But the main thing I want people to do is just feel, I've got one more thing, I need my notes. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a game. What the I want you guys to all just live your life, live it with joy. Be centered, be determined, be creative. Reggae's, I can't hear, hang on. Bit of grime. Yeah. So, all I'm going to say, guys, is this. India's coming round with a little scan code. I want you guys to take your phones out and just scan this code. Because what I will be doing is sending you guys some information, okay? Take your phones out if you've got it. If you've got an Apple, go to your wallet. I think it's wallet, is it?
Yeah.
If you've got an iOS phone.
Don't know.
Android phone? Okay, if you take it there and just scan, turn around and then just scan it there for me because I want to send you some information. Is there any questions anyone wants to ask me? Yes, Alia.
How would you recommend someone get started who hasn't really done exercise for many years and has loads of injuries? Obviously with age you come with all sorts of creaks and what have you. Obviously you look amazing, but
Yeah, I can't hear.
you look amazing, but how would you recommend someone actually getting started to build themselves up slowly if you haven't done any exercise in many years?
Okay, I would recommend if you haven't done exercise in many years, start with body weight exercises.
Okay.
If you've got backache, I would start with just really stretching, rolling, roll downs, nothing too heavy. Mainly body weight. A lot of this stuff I would call functional training, so I would use a TRX. And a TRX is like a seatbelt that you attach to a frame, and it's just using your body that way.
Right.
So I would recommend that kind of thing. I wouldn't recommend lifting heavy weight if you didn't know, or come see a personal trainer at Warrior Fitness London. Anybody else got questions? I'm going to come to the floor if I've got time. Anybody got questions? Everybody shy. What about the guys in the back there? What brought you here today?
Just to hear about
Ah, see, no one wants to talk about depression, yeah? No one wants to talk about feeling down. But I guess what? Everybody feels down most of the time. So, also, go on, Hannah, what do you
No,
got
I've
to
got a
say?
question. When you're feeling down, what do you go to? What do you do when you're feeling down? What's your main either exercise or way of getting out of that dark?
Okay, when you're in that dark place, I drink. No, really, it's not true. I'll have a drink. But I do actually do 3 things called compound exercises, okay? So I do lat pull downs, which is a big machine, but it works your upper body. And then I do the deadlift, which works absolutely every muscle in your body. I can lift up to 100 kilos. So that's just lifting this way. Squats are really good. That's another compound movement. That works your core, your legs, everything. So it also raises a lot of serotonin in your body and a lot of endorphins. Boxing is really good to get rid of. You know that, right? So boxing is really good to get rid of the stress, tension, depression, serotonin. So in fact, in about an hour, we are actually doing our class over there. We're going to do Boxanity. We've got drum and bass, so you guys come over and give that a go as well. But yeah, exercise is great. Exercise is great for lifting your spirits. Any other questions? You have to stand up, Luce.
Hello. I want to know if you're happy to share just about what that transition period was like between being in intensive care and being to where you are today in terms of duration and timeline, you know, and the kind of training you did to get there.
No, shame. No. Okay, the duration, the timeline, it's actually been, it's a long time. It's actually been 2014. Is it 2014? Okay, so 2014 I was in hospital. I died on the operating table 5 times, so I shouldn't really be here. Hence why we call it Warrior Fitness London. Prior to that I was having a lot of problems anyway. But I would say, so that's 2014, that's 5 years. I was still training though, all throughout that. And they said the only reason I lived was because I was training. So that actually delays the sign of aging. You're training. My metabolic age apparently is 36, which is not bad, okay? So whatever process you're going through, it's not easy. You will always feel stressed. You will always feel like topping yourself. It's life events, isn't it? It's the choices that you make and how you deal with these situations. You can go dark and just not be able to cope and just take drugs or whatever, or you can choose light. Exercise, have fun, have a laugh, don't take life too seriously. Any other questions? Hey, H. What gets me out the door? My clients get me out the door because I'm giving back, and I see you're here, which is also very affirming. That I absolutely love what I do. I can't actually believe that my passion has become my business. I can't believe it, and I feel really honoured that I was actually asked to speak today. I'm still a bit, wow, it's overwhelmed, but that is what gets me up. It doesn't really matter about the money too much, as long as I've got a roof, a bit of food, a drink, good friends, good relationship. But what gets me up is, okay, I'm supposed to be a positive influence, I'm supposed to motivate you guys, and that gets me up because I love what I do, even on a dark day. You're welcome. Anything else? Anybody else?
We've got whatever else.
Another question.
Oh,
Sorry.
here we go. Alia, go.
Yeah. How did you know when you were at your lowest that weight training was the right thing for you? How did you make that link? That's what you should do.
The link.
Yeah.
I was on a lot of antidepressants.
Right.
And my partner, Shana, said, I really don't like you on antidepressants. You're really, everything was, alright, whatever, okay. I didn't have a life. I just basically was just existing. And I ended up doing kickboxing, and I forgot that I loved kickboxing. And I felt confident. And from kickboxing, I was like, maybe we could do a class from this. But it's a bit dry, let's put some drum and bass to it. And it evolved like that. It was a generic, it was a real authentic process. And from there, I realised that people came to my classes and they wanted to box, and that releases pressure. Then people would ask me if I could train them. So it was just a process, and I said, well, I'm not a personal trainer, I've got an office job, I'm 9-to-5er. And so it just changed. And so...
Because obviously I remember you when you were a size 16.
All right, I was a size 16, but
You
now I'm a
mentioned
10.
it first.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see you for some time, and I actually didn't recognise you when I saw you
There you
again.
go.
You
But
look
it's
so
all-
amazing.
It's about self-care, self-love. Any other questions? Who's pointing? Anybody else got any other questions they might want to ask me? Don't be shy now. Yes, Roxy?
I think a lot of people suffer from inertia. They want to do something, just taking that first step. How do you get people out just to start something that they're not used to doing?
Find something that you love that gets your juices flowing. So, if you don't like running, I absolutely hate running. I'll say throw a kettlebell if you know what that is. If you don't like cardio, there are different ways of doing cardio. You can go dancing. You've got to find something that will keep your body moving. That's the only way I can explain that. But something that doesn't bore you. So, for instance, I kind of know you like dancing, so I would just say dance for half an hour. Yeah, throwing some burpees, push-ups. But you got to enjoy what you're doing. You really have to enjoy it. Otherwise, it's just boring, isn't it? Anybody else got any questions? Come on. No? No? Anybody else? Anna.
Rather a physical question rather than a mental health one. How do you advise somebody that may have arthritis to start training?
Oh, no, I forgot. I've got arthritis, haven't I? In fact, I'm going into surgery on Wednesday. Arthritis, I can just about walk. I don't have my brace on, but I am having a knee replacement. But I'll work with it. So pain, yeah. Pain, I have pain management. I'm in pain every day, but I'm not in a wheelchair, yeah? So I don't go into it. It's just like, okay, this is part of me, this is part of the aging process, and I have to work with it. If I could live in a hot country, I would. But with my arthritis, I actually do a lot of physio kind of work. Go on a Bosu ball, you know Bosu ball? Sometimes I will go out and I'll party hard and then the knee will flare up, but I always work it. I won't, sometimes I have a walking stick, but I don't want you guys to see me with a walking stick. But arthritis, you've still got to keep it moving, keep the synovial joints going, and just keep moving. That's the only way. Just because you have arthritis doesn't mean that you can't move about. It's just pain, and then you can manage that pain. So Bosu balls, lunges, squats, CBD oil, that's the new one. But yeah, arthritis, those who suffer with it will know that it is very painful and it does affect your moods. So rather than being, oh, I've got arthritis, I can't do anything, it'd be better for you to get up, get moving, go for a walk, you know? Just don't wallow into it. That's what I would say, yeah? Otherwise you get depressed. And it's a whole circle, you go round and round in circles. I would say to most people, I know we all suffer from depression, don't wallow into it. You know, lift yourself up, put on a good tune, put on some music. Do something active. Come to our tent in a bit. We're going to put some drum and bass on and we're going to box. But, you know, and also talk about it. People don't want to talk about depression or their menopause. Why not? You'll feel better, you unburden it. You know, talk about it. Talk to your friends. Anybody else got any questions? I'm going to slap you. Go on, what do you want? No, go on.
Okay, as you know, I have terrible night sweats because of the menopause.
Menopause! Menopause! No, go on.
So you know how much I've been suffering.
Yeah.
What exercise would you recommend to get through those kind of things?
Menopause.
Yeah.
For the menopause, I recommend the deadlift. Deadlift works your legs, your back, your core, your upper body, your triceps. It releases serotonin. It raises endorphins. So I think it's time you signed up and come and do some heavy deadlifts. Now the deadlift is a deadlift, which means that you should be able to lift a dead body. So your husband. The ex, yeah. The deadlift is basically this move here. Where you use your whole body and lift. Most people can lift up to about 100k. Most women can. That will freak you out, but you can do it. Yeah, you can lift that weight.
Okay.
So I would say just lift heavy. You will feel a serotonin release. Box. As I keep saying, come and see us. Anybody else got any more questions?
Oh, that's mine.
Mr. Endless? Anybody? Mario? Michaela? No. Anybody else got any questions? I'm sure I've been more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, nearly.
That's a good one, not bad. Anybody else? Ladies in the front? What are you doing shy for? No? Okay, well with that, guys, I'm going to bid you farewell. So thank you so much for coming to listen. Oh, and thanks for the journey. Another step. Thank you very much.
Another big cheer for Alison.
There we go. Thanks ever so much, guys. Thank you, Alison. As you say, they're going to be doing their Boxanity at 2:15, am I right? Yeah, over in the workshop tent. And I think Alison's got some handouts if you want anything. So thank you very much, everybody. Our next talk will be at 2:30, all about sleep. So thanks very much.
Woo!